Hello and welcome back to Concert Critiques in Cars with Emily. So I was really excited about this show tonight because the artist had announced 2 years ago that he was no longer going to make music under this name, and I was really upset because one of the songs that he plays was really significant to a student that I was working with and so I was like really hoping to one day see that song live, and when I heard that he was no longer going to be making music under that name, I was really sad. But then all of a sudden on Twitter, he came back and I was like, OMG, this is awesome. So excited. So yeah, the show is definitely a little bit special personally, but also just super awesome that I got to see somebody who I really thought I would never have the chance to see. So I was really excited about this show in general. So let's get into it. The show was, Jaymes Young as the headliner and then Phil Good as the opener. And so it was at the U Street Music Hall, which getting there was fine. The traffic was not busy. It's, Sunday night going into DC, so that wasn't too bad. But what was annoying and frustrating was there were no set times on the website, and I tried to call the venue, no one picked up. I messaged them on Twitter and had to call the 9:30 club number, and they had no idea. So just trying to figure out what time I had to be there by was a little bit difficult, but yeah. So anyway, Phil Good was really quite good. It was just himself, and he played the guitar, and then other parts of the music were digitally played, so definitely recorded and then played back. And from the second the first song started, the first couple notes, and just lyrically I was just totally drawn in. Loved that first verse in that first song. Was so fantastic, and I was so excited. Interesting because I didn't really love the bridge of that first song, but just that first verse was really good. So then the second song was just kind of okay, and he told the crowd, he was like, all right, well, when the music comes back in, don't leave me hanging, dance with me. But then he never really danced. And that was probably definitely one of the low points for me. The second song was just because it was just okay. The other songs were either good or great, and this song was just okay. He was also really funny. He said he couldn't see the people, so they turned the lights on for him, and he was kind of excited, talking about how this was the last show on the tour and how he was just genuinely excited that he had been on it, and was sad that it was ending, but also kind of happy because he got to see his cat. I really liked the message in the third song, and it had a heavier bass to it, so I really liked that third song. I thought that was really good. And yeah, so then he played a song called I Miss You, and he dedicated it to Jaymes and all the other guys on the tour that he was going to miss once he was home. Again, because it was the last night of the show. And then afterwards he was like, man, I almost laughed twice thinking about singing this song to Jaymes, because it was definitely about a love story and not just oh man, I miss you. It was an I'm in love with you and I miss you sort of a thing, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, I really liked that song, thought it was good. Definitely had a short, quick feel to it, so I really liked that. And then he said something kind of bizarre and definitely unique to most shows happened. He said that he's making a compilation video from all the tours, and so what he's been doing is going off stage, introducing himself, and then coming onto the crowd booing to him. And so he was like, you guys have a good sized crowd here, I want you guys to be really loud, so give me your best booing. So he went off stage, and on the mic you hear, and now introducing Phil Good, and he comes back and we all booed for him. So that was definitely different, and I don't think I've ever booed somebody off the stage, so that was kind of funny. He kind of looked sad, and then he walked off again. So again, just super random, but kind of a fun, different take on that in general. And then he wanted to play a prank on Jaymes Young, saying that when he plays I'll Be Good, that we should all turn around and face the other direction. So yeah, it was definitely funny and kind of interesting in between sets. And then I really loved the song, his fifth song, the second to last song. It really just the message was super sweet. It made me think of something that my husband would have sang to me. So it was just I liked that song a lot. And then really loved the quick notes of the last song, but wasn't a huge fan of the pre-chorus. Like, loved everything about the song, and then the pre-chorus was like, So yeah, but then also super appreciated the nerdy dance moves at the end of the last song, so I thought that was pretty fun and pretty funny. But yeah, overall I really liked the set. Definitely think the second song and the pre-chorus to the last song were definitely low points for me in general. Alrighty, so let's get into Jaymes Young. Oh my god, again, so pumped to see him. So he opened the set with a good first choice. I didn't really know it that well, definitely not as well as some of his other stuff that I'd been listening to, and but I really, it was Moon Dust, that was what the song was called. And I really loved the bridge. I thought it was really cool, and again, just like a good upbeat opener. A lot of people knew the song, so that was really fun. The crowd was kind of going crazy. I really liked the next song. So just in general, Jaymes Young was in the front singing and playing the guitar, and then he had someone who was playing the drums and the piano. So the second song was definitely like piano based, so I really liked that. And just like in the second song, his singing for like notes that were held longer were really like just so impressive. So impressive, especially during the bridge. Like just those notes that were like kind of held and a little bit higher were really, really fantastic. Then they played We Won't, and I was really excited to see the part of that song where the lyrics match the song title. Just again, because it's like that quick kind of short notes, and so I really, really liked that. That was really cool. I'm glad that he played that song. Then he kind of stopped to say hello and asked the super sexy sound guy if he would add more vocals to his to the lead. So that was, just again kind of like fun and funny. And he did address the fact that he hasn't been on tour for 2 years. Then he played his cover song of What Is Love, and I really like how he changed it, and I like that he didn't just play a cover of that song with barely any changes. I mean, he totally changes the sound of it for sure. I actually I knew it was a cover because he said, I'm going to play a cover. Hopefully you know the song, and hopefully you've heard my cover. And I had heard it before, but I honestly was like, wait, what song is this again? And then when he the further he got into it, I was like, oh, that's right, that's this song. And I love that. I love that he changed it enough that it felt new and like his own. So I really appreciated that, and it was a good song to play, especially as a good crowd pleaser. After that, I played Infinity, which was awesome, so good. I really, really liked that. So then after that song, he said he would love it if a shot of vodka appeared, and someone got him a shot of vodka, so that was really funny. And he didn't drink it though, so that was interesting, and I'll get back to that. So then he played the song that I basically went to go see for sure. I mean, I've listened to his other stuff for a while now, but this one song in particular, again, is the song that was super significant to me and my students. So the song is I'll Be Good. And so many subtle changes, so many, like even just the way, as particularly the ones I noticed the most were in the second verse. He sang the lyrics very differently from what he had how he sings it in the recorded version. So really, really loved all the subtle differences. Like definitely at the end went higher pitched for one of the repetitions of parts of the chorus. So I really, really liked all the changes. I thought it was really well done, and definitely like so good. And again, it was a song I wanted to see, but I loved that I could tell what the changes were. And after that, he said, I'm playing the next song pretty different from the recording. So again, just right off the bat, knew it was going to be different for sure. But so he played Feel Something, and I was really, really looking forward to that song. So hearing it live was awesome. And again, it was different for sure. And I thought it was really excellent and well done, and a great follow-up for that song. Definitely wish it would have come closer to the end, but can't complain. So after that song, it was kind of awkward. He's like, I don't know how to say this in a like non like offensive way, but to this girl who was kind of in the front row towards the right hand side of the stage, if you're looking at the stage, he was like, you are singing louder than I am, and you are totally off key, so please stop singing. yeah, so like I kind of felt bad for her because I would be like really disappointed if that was me. And then he kind of told a story about how he like went out and like stood on the edge of his friend's balcony, and he's done stupid things before, so that she shouldn't worry. And so yeah, I don't know, it was kind of like awkward, but definitely interesting that he like couldn't hear himself, and that was distracting to him. Then he played One Last Time, which I didn't know as well, but I really liked, and again, I think it was a really good follow-up to the previous two songs, followed by Paradox, which is so awesome to see live. I was so excited to see that song, especially because it's new music, and it is so fantastic. So like anything that he's put out, I'm so excited to hear, and the fact that it was just so good, and seeing it live was really good. And again, just like this foursome of songs was fantastic. The two songs I really wanted to see, followed by another song I didn't really know as well but loved, and then Paradox. So I wish this would have happened at the end. And then unfortunately the next two songs were songs I didn't really know, and the song right after Paradox was definitely my low for the set. And I definitely liked the second song, which is called Stone, but it's still, it just, it's like you had such a great 4 songs, and then you played these two songs I didn't really know, and just were not, definitely the low point for me for sure, which was disappointing because I was hoping that there wouldn't be really a low, but yeah. And then after that, he took his shot, and he cheers to Babysitters, because someone in the crowd was like, cheers to Babysitters, and he was like, yeah, like definitely I agree with that, cheers to Babysitters. That was kind of random but funny. Then after that, the song he played I recognized and like loved the chorus, so good. And then after that, he kind of was like, oh, he's like, I have to do this. And so he actually hugged the girl who he told to stop singing. He's like, I don't want anyone to have a bad time at my show. So that was really nice. And again, like, just that was kind of an awkward situation in general, but I think that he, you know, just him like taking the time to hug her was a nice touch. And then, yeah, so then after that, he played Happiest Year. Oh, God. And that song at the end of a show, when I listened to the digital version, I have not been as moved as I was seeing that song live. Like, just like your heartstrings are just so plucked, like so fantastic. Really, really loved seeing it live. Definitely made me like the song much more than I already do like the song. Just kind of like feeling the music was really significant. So I really, really liked that, and thought that was a really good way to end the show. And then after that, it was interesting because a lot of people like kind of left, but the light, like the house lights didn't go on, and you didn't hear the music at the end. So I was hopeful that he would come back for an encore, and he totally did. So I was really glad about that. And so he came back out and played 2 More Minutes, which is, I guess, the first song that he kind of put out. And someone was like, take another shot. And I guess this girl, they had come from Ohio to see this show, and she had wanted a picture of him like cheersing, and so she bought him another shot, and he like drank it, and she like asked him to take a picture with her cheersing her. But he just stopped in the middle of the song and was like, all right. And then the line following was something about like, you're my drug of choice. So that was pretty funny that, you know, he was drinking, and then that was kind of like the following line. But yeah, so that was pretty cool that he just kind of stopped and then just picked right back up. So that was definitely interesting, and something that was unique and probably didn't happen at every show on the tour. But yeah, so that was the show. So let's talk about scores. Man, I mean, I really liked the opener. Again, definitely that second song, and that the pre-chorus of the 6th song just really like, just the whole rest of the song was fantastic, and then just that one part was not as great. And then for Jaymes Young, definitely like that like low point of those 2 songs, like towards the end / middle end, really just but everything else was so fantastic. And again, I wish, you know, the songs that I loved were kind of just at the end. That would have been like super, super great. And even if he didn't end with I'll Be Good, if he had ended with I'll Be Good, Feel Something, that other song I didn't know, and then ended with Paradox and or Happiest Year, that would have just like been so great. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna give this show a 9.0, And yeah, let me know what you think. Were you there? Did you want to go? Have you been to a different show on this tour? Did you like it? Do you wish you could have gone? Have you ever even heard of him? So yeah, just let me know, and I will see you guys next time.